So we are not
Okay,
able to
now
see
if
this.
you are able to see my screen, just confirm to me. Okay.
Yes, sir. Now it is.
Okay, did you able to see, sir? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yesterday we have created our own organization structure, plant, company code, and store locations, purchase organization, right? Organization structure, and also we created purchasing group, right? And we created one material number and one vendor number also. Okay, so now what we are doing now, we are planning to create one more or two more vendors. Why? Because we need to perform the RFQ, right? RFQ quotation. Okay, so I'm just trying to create the two more vendors from here. So what is the transaction code to create the vendor master record? XK01.
X01.
Right. So there is a different transactions in the vendor master record. One is MK01 that we can create vendor master record. Okay, at purchase organization level. Okay, and FK01, which we can create vendor master record at company code level. Then SK01 is the centrally we can create for both. Centrally vendor master record for both we can create it company code and company code data and purchase organization data. Purchasing data information we can create. So let's go to XK01. Okay. So I'm just entering that my company code and my purchase organization and some vendor account groups. Okay. I'm just creating that. So yesterday we created a packing supplier, right? The packing suppliers, let's say I have Arvind packing suppliers. Okay, so this is also packing related. And let's assume that it is there in the some Hyderabad. Okay, so if you have bank details, if you have the contact person and those details you can enter. This is for the accounting related, and if there is any payment related, clerk and currency. Okay, all this information you can enter here and you can save this one. So this is the one vendor we created now. Okay, so this is the one vendor which we created now, and yesterday we also created some other vendors, right? So where we can see this one, these vendors, if you want to see in the report level, okay, you can go to this transaction code MKBZ. Okay, in this MKBZ we can see that the vendors whatever it is created. Okay, so particularly in the purchase organization ZAB1, if you want to see that these two vendors are created, 587 and 589. Okay. So I just want to create one more vendor. So why I'm creating multiple vendors here? Because I just want to be processed the RFQ and quotation. So because of that, maybe I have only few vendors. Okay, one vendor or two vendors we have. So I'm just creating that. Okay, so I'm just maintaining that some vendor details. Okay, and whatever it is required mandatory details, I'm just updating that. Okay, now it is what 590 also it is created. So I just go back and I can see that this vendor number which is created 590, 589 and 587. So three vendors I have. Okay, so now what is the my material number which I created yesterday? So where I can see the material number in MM60. So in MM60 I can enter my plan which is I created yesterday. And execute this one, then I can see that okay, what is the material number which is created. Okay, so in the P2P cycle, such as P2P cycle, a procurement to pay cycle, the first basic thing is the first step is, so I need to get the different requirements. Okay, that means okay, maybe from the cost centers, maybe from the production department, maybe from the sales department, or it may be for the stock purpose, whatever it might be. Okay, we are getting some requirements, right? That we need to be find first what is exactly the requirement, what you need. So I have this material, right? Cotton boxes. Let's assume that I need some 10,000 cotton boxes. So these cotton boxes, these people will be supplying. My nearest suppliers are 587, 589, 590. These people, they are supplying these cotton boxes. Okay, but I don't know what is the price as of now. Okay, so might be different vendors have the different prices, cotton boxes. Okay, so once I receive the goods receipt only, I can understand that okay, this is the price which is impacting. Or once we get the price quotation from the vendor, okay, I can understand that okay, this is the prices for this cotton box. When we're receiving the goods, it will be impacting based on this price. Okay, so what is the transaction code to create the purchase requisition? ME
51
51
and
N, right? So there is a ME51N transaction is there, or we can have the ME51 also. So ME51N is the enjoy transaction. So enjoy transaction, generally when it is there, and we say that enjoy transaction. Okay. So this enjoy transaction is nothing but like we can do at a multiple at one single screen. Okay, and it is ME51. So if you see that this screen, okay, it is looks like ME51 okay, if you go to ME51, that screen is completely different. Okay, this is only for the single. So every time I just need to go, I cannot see that all the information at a time. But in the ME51 and it is enjoy transaction, I can see that all the options from here only at the single screen. Okay, so this is the older version ME51. Whoever they are using 4.7 before the versions, they are using ME51. But after 5.0, 6.0, the versions which is the latest version, they are using ME51N. Okay, and I'm just creating that. So this is account assignment category, item category. This will discuss once they're relevant to the our topics. Okay, now I'm just creating that purchase requisition. In this purchase requisition, what you can enter, you can, if you want to be enter some header information like some text, if you want to enter something text, you can enter here. Okay, and here you need to be enter your material number. What is my material number here? This is the cotton box material number, which is I'm just entering here. Okay, then which plant it is, which is represented the AB1 plant. And if you have any particular store location you want to be received, then you can enter the store location also. And how much quantity which is like, suppose my requirement is 10,000. So 10,000, okay, is my requirement. So once I enter all the details, the material from a material master record, whatever we created yesterday, the short description and patient of measure, okay, the material group which I entered, everything it will be come from the material master record. Okay, and which I entered the plant it will come the plant address, delivery address from here. We can see that delivery address of the plant. So click on here. Okay. So for this ABC1, it didn't enter. So the store, this is the store location address. Okay, this is store location address. So this raw material location, I didn't enter anything, right? I just entered only country and time zone. So that's why it is coming only there. Okay. Then the valuation is the price what we are entering, the average general price of the material. So might be if we have some restriction to create a purchase equation, suppose, okay, the people who are they requested, okay, that the finance team, they're not accepting to write this requisitions because that is too high value. Okay, there might be some approval strategy or some restriction. Those cases, this valuation price will be valid, will be valuated. Okay, now let's assume that each cotton box, just think that each cotton box it is 100 rupees. Okay, then I can average, this is the average price, it is not exactly price. Okay, this is general average price, how it is going in the market. So generally I'm just informing to my team who are the requested boss, do you write this material number, okay, and this cotton boxes. Generally this what we understood from the market, it is averagely it is 100 rupees price. Okay, based on this 100 rupees price, you are ordering 10,000. That means it is a 1 lakh rupees. Okay, if there is any approval strategy, it is there. Then the approval strategy related release strategy, it will be triggered. Okay, so that we will discuss about when we're talking about the release strategy, approval levels, how we can define approval levels, those we can discuss when we're talking about the release strategy process. Okay. So this is the way we can see now this purchase requisition value is 1 lakh rupees. Okay. So, and if you want to see the other details, you can see here the material number, and if you have the vendor material number information, in case vendor is using especially some material number, then you can enter. And the alternative unit of measures and other unit of measure, if you want to be change, you can change. Okay. And the valuation and the source of supply, if you have already fixed vendors are there or any agreement is there, okay, you can maintain from here essential source of supply, and it will get automatically the vendor fixed vendor will be displayed. But if you want to be work with essential source of supply tab, then you need to be maintained a fixed vendor in the source list. Okay, and you need to be maintained an info record. So then only this source of supply will be worked. And in the status, you can see that okay, whether it is a PO created or a GR created, or okay, how the further steps will be updated in the status. In the contact person, you can see that who requested, and okay, requester, you can enter that some name, suppose Rajendra. So Rajendra he requested. I can put like Rajendra is requested, and tracking number. If you have any tracking number, you can update the tracking number. Okay, and create indicator how it is. I'm creating manually, but sometimes what will happen, it will be created from the backend also. Okay, some plan orders will be converted to purchase requisitions, or some production orders from the production orders. It will be created some requirements. So like depends on the process, it will be created in different ways. Okay, now I created manually, so that's why this is creation indicator which is coming manually, and this tracking number. Okay, in case in future, if I just want to be tracked that how many quotations we received, what the prices we are received, so this track number can be helpful to track the entire all the RFQs. So let me, I'm just maintaining that ABC is the my tracking number, ABC 123. Okay, I'm just maintaining as a ABC 123 tracker number. This is the track number. Tracking number is nothing but like you can just like a unique identity number. Okay, for this requirement. Okay. Now I just saved this purchase request number here. So now I got a purchase request number. So what is the next step in the P2P cycle? Once you create the purchase request number, that means I just identified my requirement.
Request for quotation.
Identified my requirement. Now, based on my identification of the requirements, I just created my one document that is a purchasing requisition. That purchase requisition we called as an internal document. It is not external document because it is internally we discussed and we prepared that these are the requirements we have. Maybe later it will be changed again. If they don't want me proceed this requirement, and they can change and they can update. Right? So purchase requisition is an internal purchasing document. Okay. So here there is no impact of the finance, there is no impact of the accounting, anything. Why? Because this is the only internal document. Okay. Now, based on this purchase request number, what I'm just trying to do, okay, I'm just searching for this. Okay, there is a one material number I need, cotton boxes. So I need to find out who is the vendors. Okay. So once you find the list of the vendors, what you need to do, you need to create the vendor master card for this under this purchase organization. Whoever they're supporting the purchase organization, from there you need to create this vendor master card for the purchase organization. Now let's assume that 1,000, 100, 587, 589, 590 are the three vendors. Okay, they are supplying these goods. Okay, so the second step is the identification of the or search the best source of supply. Okay, or you can put it like selection of supplier. Okay, you can put like supplier. So as a part of the selection of source of supply, okay, we are creating RFQ, request for quotation, and that request for quotation you are creating with reference to purchase requisition. That means whatever I have the requirement, based on this requirement, I'm creating the one document. That document I'm sharing to the different vendors. Boss, this is my requirement. Can you please check that? Can you supply these goods to me? And what is the price? Can you please provide all the information to me? Okay. So like they are sending this information to multiple vendors. okay, to get the exact price from the their end. So now I create a RFQ. So RFQ is the transaction code is ME41. Okay, so let's go to ME41. Okay, just a moment. Okay, okay, now so I got the requirement, right? Now I'm just creating the RFQs. So here you can see that I can give the quotation deadline because my requirement is on 21st. Suppose my requirement is on 21st. That means I'm expecting these quotations by before only, right? So let's assume that I'm just changing this date, RFQ date. Okay, suppose I'm just my requirement is suppose it's 25th. Okay, so 25th is my requirement. Now by 25th, if I didn't, if I get this stock, that means I'm just expecting 25th. Okay, I'm also just think that what is the my pivot processing time also, right? So in the here, if you see that how long it will be take GR processing time. Okay, so if suppose I'm creating pivot today. Okay, once I receive the GR, the stock placement into the my location, how long it will be taking? Is it 1 day or 2 days or 3 days? Okay, depends on the our client how the warehouse it will be there. There might be it will be take 1 day or 2 days, right, to place the stock. So the GR processing time, everything we need to check, right? So everything just I'm just validating everything. So I'm just my quotation deadline is suppose 22nd. By 22nd, I'm expecting that the quotation prices from the different vendors. Okay, that is the quotation deadline. So after this 22nd, we are closing the my quotations, my requirement, and going for so going with the whatever whoever they are sending this quotation price quotation, I'm going with that to quotations only, and that the remaining quotation I'm just deleting. Okay, so because my quotation deadline is already crossed. Okay, now I can create RFQs from the outline agreement or purchase request number. If you have the long-term agreements, based on the long-term agreements also you can create, or you can create with the purchase request number. Now I'm just going with the purchase request number. Okay, I can enter my purchase request number, whatever it is there. This is my purchase request number, and I'm just entering that, enter. Okay. Now what is my purchasing code which I created? AB ABC, AB1 or ABC. Okay. Let's well, so my collector number, which is suppose which I created ABC123. Okay. So from purchase request number, okay, from purchase request number, the details which is copied. Okay, for this PR number 10 item, this is the material number, this is the short text, and this is the plan, and this is the store location, this is the requirement in the purchase request number, and this is the delivery date which is expecting. Okay, then if you need to get this stock, then we process that on 22nd. Okay, so I'm just clicking on the adopt details. Okay, and the data which is copied from the purchase equation. Okay, then since 25th is holiday. Okay, if based on the distance 25th is Sunday, so the system is checking that my calendar, okay, plan calendar, and it is proposing that you will get the stock on the 26th. Okay, now okay, now if you see that, okay, order unit which we are maintaining 1 tons. Okay, if you see that in the PR number in the metal master record, okay, we maintain that order unit is 10 ton. That means this is the external purchasing document, right? Which we are sharing to the vendor. So the system is thinking that okay, you are maintain the order unit as a ton. That means whenever you are ordering something, these products you are ordering in the tons only. So immediately the system is converted that the order unit is the tons. Okay, and enter. Okay, and just check that all the details, whatever it is, header details and collector number. Okay, all these details you can enter. Okay, then you can enter the any header text if you want to be message that any header text or any condition, anything which you want to be terms of delivery or something text if you want to be uh, informed to the vendor, that text also you can enter. Okay, and here you can see the any partnership with there. Okay, as of now we don't have any partners. Okay, and if there is any release strategy is the approval, again this RFQ should go approval with approval, then we can configure the release strategy. Okay, now what you need to do, you need to be entered to whom, which vendor you need to be create, which vendor you need to be forward this RFQ. So the first vendor is 100587. 100587. So I just entered this 100587. So from the vendor master record, the title, name, address, everything will be captured. Okay, enter. Okay, this packing supplier, and I'm just saving this one. So one RFQ which is created. Okay, then this is the number which is created for the first vendor, and the second vendor is 589 589. Okay, so this is Arvind. Now I'm just saving that. I'm sending this information to this vendor. So this is one more RFQ which is created. Now again one more which is like 190. Now this is for the Mukesh. Okay. So like I'm just sending this my information. So if you see that here you are getting the issue, right? Warning message. This warning message is for the output generation. That means okay, if you want to be send this information to vendor, okay, how you want to be send this information to vendor? Okay, suppose here if you see that, okay, this information if you want to send to the vendor, so there is the option like messages. Okay, in this messages you need to be maintained. Okay, after this you maintaining this, I will show you this how it will be there. In this messages, what will be happen? How you want to be sent? Okay, which is the output device? Like whether you are taking printout. Okay, if you are taking the printout, which printer you are using? So that printer output type you need to be used here. Okay, and if you can see the options are there: printout, fax, telex. The real time. Okay, which option they are selecting? If you are taking the printout. Okay, whether you are taking the fax or you are taking the EDI. Okay, some output medium types are there, you can use the whatever in the real time they are using. Okay, and so every whenever every RFQ you need to be maintain this output type and devices. Okay, and you can maintain the what printer. This is the output device. What is the printer name or printer something. So for testing purpose, you can use LP01 or LOCL. Okay, so I'm just I'm going to LP01. Okay, and there is options like here further read data. So that means here there is a three options are there is four options are there. So the third option is okay, there is a separate transaction go to print out this purchase RFQs. If you want to be print separately all the documents at a time, then you can select this third option and I can process at a time for the printout. If you selected fourth one, what will happen? Once I save this one, okay, immediately it will go to the printout. Okay, so like you need to be maintained the for all RFQs. Okay, for all RFQs, then this information will go to the particular vendor. Okay, so if you want to be get automatically these settings, output determination setting, that means okay, this defaultly NEU, okay, defaultly the medium type, everything if it is coming, if you want to come automatically, then you need to be configured the output determination. That is a separate topic, output determination. That topic when we are discussing about that, we will discuss about that. Okay. So now I'm just saying that in case if you want to be get a output, okay, want to get output, you can enter these details and you can generate. Okay. So I will show you where I can take the printout also. So there is a three RFQs, right? I'm just maintaining for the three RFQs this output. Okay. Now, so this is a ME9A. Okay. So here what you need to do, you have to be entered that application, what is the application name? Okay, if it is RFQ or quotation, okay, this is the purchasing RFQ, right? This purchase RFQ, everything you need to be entered. Okay. Then you need to be entered the details, what details it is there in the RFQs. Okay. And this is for the output printout. Okay. So whatever it is we are maintaining there, it will come here. Okay. And and you can see you can generate from here also. You can see the display message. Okay. You can take the output here. The printout. This is the printout. Okay. This is the one kind of the letter pad. Okay. So they are okay. This is the packing supplier. Okay. This is the RFQ number and who is the contact person, Raja, and who are this is purchasing group information when you created and who is the vendor number. Okay, what is the material you require, how much it is required, to whom and what is the quotation deadline, delivery date when it is required, how much quantity is required. Okay, all this information it will be. So this is the standard format. But in case if your client is asking that some customized format, then Avaper will design this format and we can assign that in the output determination. Okay. So for now, what we need to do after we getting here, we need to be generate output message here. Okay. Then system will automatically generate the output. Okay. Wherever the might be the printer it is configured. Okay. It is a standard one, right? Okay. But if it is already if you have already printer set up in our company, okay, there you can check the in your printer it is printed. Okay. So once it is processed, suppose if it is already processed, then again if you want to process, that is not possible. Why? Because it's already processed. Then what you need to do, you need to be change the process status, and it is already successful processed. So just select the successful process, and I can see now. Okay, what are the RFQs which is successfully posted? Okay, so these three are the successful posted: 92, 93, 94. Okay, one is I just put it like immediately, that's why it is processed when I just created, and other two are I'm just manually processing in the ME9A. So ME9A is for the printout, output printout. Okay, now this information, assuming that this information which is we processed, we inform to the vendor. Now we are expecting the price information from the different vendors. Okay, now assume that I got the so as of now any doubts I have as of now any doubts I just created the RFQ and I just sending this information to vendor. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now after creating this RFQ, what is the process? I just send my quotations to all. I'm requesting
comparison.
the price. So I need to get the. I will assume that I'm receiving the price quotations from the different vendors. So that I need to be maintained in the my SAP. So that is a transaction code is ME47. Maintain quotation. Maintain quotation with price details. Okay. With price details. So I will go to ME47. Okay, I'm just going one by one. Okay. First, I will go to the 500 this 92. Okay, now this is the vendor, packing supplier vendor. Now I got, suppose let's assume that this vendor is said that okay, there is a prices. Suppose the basic price of this material is 100 rupees. Okay, the basic price is 100 rupees, but he said that We have also be some freight charges. Since it is 10,000 pieces, we are just charging the 1%. Okay, and any discount if it is there, like suppose my they are providing discount because you are buying the huge amount of the product. So I'm just putting like some discount, which is like suppose let's say 2%. Okay, so after this affecting price, whatever it is there, okay, I can see here in the net price. Okay, so I'm just added like I'm just adding this price information here. Okay, now I'll be go for the next quotation. Okay, now I'm just adding for this also the information whatever it is required. Suppose he said that 1 or 2 rupees, but they're providing they have some discount. Okay, some discount which is they maintained, but that is a fixed value. Okay, fixed discount. Okay, so let's assume that they're sending that 200 rupees fixed discount. Okay, so okay, I can say 110, right? It's 110 means I can say like 110, 1 or 2 rupees. Okay, in just let me maintain like 120, 1,20,000. Okay, so 1,20,000 out of 1,20,000, they say suppose 1,000 rupees it is there. Okay, so that means 1,19,000 on 1 ton. It is not each. Okay, 1 ton. Okay, so I'm just saving. I'm just changing for the other also. I'm just changing for the previous vendor also. I just assume that it is one each, but it is 1 ton, right? So I'm just assuming that for this also, it is like 1 lakh. Okay, this is 1 lakh. Then it is 98,000. Okay, now I will go for the 94. So 94 again, I'll assume that he is also providing like 1,10,000 rupees. 1,10,000 rupees. Then out of this 1,10,000 rupees, he said that freight charge is also available, which is 1%. Okay, but there is a discount which they are providing 10%. So let's assume that they are providing discount on per quantity. Each quantity they are providing like 1,000 rupees discount. Okay, so then it is a 1,09,000 rupees. Okay, now I got the all the prices from the different vendors. Okay, so did we get the prices? We are maintained, right? We maintained just now the prices details. So the price details we are maintained for the all the vendors who are the RFQs which we received. Now we need to be comparing all these quotations, okay, and find that who is the my best vendor. Okay, so who are they supplying, who are they giving for the less price? So I can go ahead for that vendor, right? So I'm just going to that. I'm just going to ME 49. So comparing will do in the ME 49. 49 is the price comparison. So go to ME 49. Okay. Now instead of entering that quotation numbers, if suppose today I have only 3 quotations, but tomorrow might be 10,000 quotations are there. Everything if I need to be entered, it is very difficult, right? So this collective RFQ number can be helpful to trigger to get all these quotations at one stage. Okay, I can enter the collective RFQ numbers. I can use this reference number which I maintain in the RFQ. Did you remember that in RFQ I just mentioned this collector number? So this collector RFQ will be helpful to that for this requirement. What are the quotations which is created? It is 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, whatever it may be. Those quotations all it will be triggered at a time. Okay. Now price calculations. So whether you need to go for the discounts, delivery cost, and effective price, everything. Whether I need to be compare or not. I don't want to compare the discounts, delivery cost. So those cases, how we can go, you can proceed. Okay. And I just executing this one. Now the system is understood that okay, it is checking all the parameters all the prices from the different vendors, and it is giving that who is the my best vendor. So the rank 1 and rank 2 and rank 3 it is provided. Now if you see that 587 they are providing with 98,980 rupees after effective price, and this 590 it is like the effective price is 1,10,090 rupees. Okay, and this is 1,19,000 rupees. Okay, it is after calculating all the discount, freight charges, everything. Okay, based on a requirement. Okay, so it is giving. So based on this, you can find it the rank 1 and rank 2, and you can proceed the whether I should go with these rankings or not. So that is again client decision. And the remaining whatever it is there, which is I need to inform to the vendor, right? So I'm rejecting this vendor. I'm rejecting this RFQ. So what you can go to change mode of the RFQ. Double click on this one. Okay, and here there is a rejection indicator button is there. You can select this rejection indicator here. Okay, and save. Okay, so the same way for the second also. Okay, you can select that. Okay, this quotation we are rejecting because this is the price is high, so I'm just rejecting that this indicator. Okay, and for this one we are accepted, right? You can create a purchase order and you can inform that okay this is accepted. Okay, so you can maintain the quotations. Okay, why it is rejected, or okay if it is accepted then you can write acceptance just for comments only. Okay, so this is the way we can select the vendor. Okay, now they selected this vendor number, right? They selected this vendor number and this is the RFQ number. So any doubts in this vendor selection?
So in real life, we SAP consultancy person only will be responsible for selecting the vendor, or also the company
The
person.
company will select it. Here, whatever we are doing now, okay, this RFQ and quotation, everything, it is a end user job. End user, whoever a performing end user or core team member or it is a client they are performing. Okay, why I'm just explaining to you, since you are a consultant, when you are implementing this process, you need to be give the training to them. So you also know aware about this, how it will be works and how we can create the RFQs and quotation. Okay, so that's why I'm just explaining this process. But this is actually end user and core team members and client side they are performing this transaction. Okay.
Okay, sir. Like prices will be given in SAP or manually, like just information will be given from the vendor, or in SAP there will be something any T code from
Prices,
vendor side.
yeah,
We are getting different prices now.
yeah. So that they are sending it to the mail. That's why, right?
Mail itself. Okay.
We just showing here in the output determination, there is a different ways. If you see that in the messages, okay, in the message if you see that there is options like printout and fax and telex and external send EDA. If they are using EDA or distribution channel, okay, if they have the other system like non-SAP system or SAP system, okay, if they are updated their system, then it will be updated in our system by ALE and EDA. Okay, that again it is integration with the API model. Okay, that means EDI, IDOCs, how it will be generated, that will be different. If they're not using any systems, non-SAP system, and they want to be manually updating this information through mobile, phone, or telex, or something like a printout by confirming on the mail, okay, that will be happen separately. Okay, depends
Okay,
on
sir.
how the vendor and the client are processing, they are following the output determination. Okay. Why?
Yes.
Because the vendor side also they are using some software, right? From our side we are using this software. Maybe client side also, vendor side also they are using some software. If there is a both it is connected, okay, both it is connected, then they can update their system and it will be get the information to us. If they are also using printout and they are sending this information through mail or PDF format or something, then again that will become under the with PDF format only.
Again, if at all any price changes, presently it is if at all price goes down, then again new request for quotation or searching for a new vendor they will be.
If you already accepted here and you already created a PO, okay, and if he already agreed, then you can proceed with the same price. But in case any price fluctuations are there, again they need to be sent to the again the vendor or the vendor send to the information to the our company, and if the company if they are accepting to the change that price, then they can, while creating PO, they can change the price.
If
Okay.
at all they won't be accepting, they again they will be going with the new
Yeah, it
vendor.
depends on the client, right? If the client is not accepting, your company is not accepting, then there is nowhere, right? I can go with the second vendor. I can ask the second vendor, boss, can you supply what the price you are agreed? Why? Because based on other vendors, they already send this price quotation, and you are sending this to the less bidding. Because of this less bidding, I'm accepting your quotation. Okay, if you are still, if you want to change the prices and the price increasing, then I'm just looking into some other vendor who can give the best price, right?
Okay.
It's all
Okay.
it's some price negotiation. Okay.
Okay. Our role as an SAP consultancy, our role will be ending up to creation of vendor
No,
code, sir.
our
And
role nothing is there in the transaction level.
okay.
Transaction level, our role is nothing is there. Okay.
Until we
Our
are
role
assigning
is
all.
our role is when they are performing the any transactions. Okay, PO creation, PR creation, GR creation, invoice creation, stock, anything which they are running in the transaction level. If they are facing any issue, that we are solving. We are supporting team, or we are implementing their design. Okay. So we are not doing with these RFQs. We are not doing anything with the POs. We are not doing anything with the GR. We are not performing this one. This is all live transactions that will be done by only end user or super user, or it may be core team members or from client they are performing. So as a SAP consultant, you are supporting to that team whenever they're getting some issue. Suppose they're creating purchase order. Suddenly there is a one error. Okay, because maybe the user mistakenly entered the wrong information, or maybe the PO having some problem. Then they will come to you, boss, I'm getting this problem. Can you sort it out? Then you are working for that ticket. Okay, as a consultant. But before going to working on as a consultant, you should also aware about that what process we have, right? If you don't know what is the process if you available, then tomorrow if someone is asking that they're coming with the GR, okay, I don't know what is the GR. I've never done because I'm a consultant. Why? Because you are supporting to the touch screen, right? So at least you should know about what functionality to be working the touch screen.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir. Until the creation of vendor, like assigning code for a vendor, we will be participating.
Everything it is the end user job only. Whatever we are doing transaction now, everything it is the end user and core team members job only. Okay.
For material,
Only
we are.
our job is, okay, if the suppose in the configuration level, yesterday we create an enterprise structure, that is our job. Yesterday we create a purchase group, that is my job. If suppose there is output, okay, the output which we are generated, right, just now, that actually it is a standard output, right? If the customer is asking that I need my logo, I need my name, I need my address details, all these things in the bold letter, and I need some format. If they're asking this type of the customized output, then we will develop and we will give to the user. Clear?
Like assigning material codes, vendor codes will be also done by end users.
All everything, transaction codes, all transaction and master data, all it will be done by end users core team members only.
Okay.
Okay, so some companies how it will be happen, there will be a master data team. Okay, MDM team or master data team. Okay, they will be taking care about the master data, but okay, they, we will call as a master data team, but we will not call as a consultants. So those people are the master data team. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Clear? So now you understand, right? Out of three data, one is transaction data, configuration data, master data. So we are working on the configuration data in the real time. Okay. The transaction data and the master data will be performed by end users and core team members, and they have their own team. That is in the production live system. We are supporting to them. Okay, if they are getting some problem, then we are supporting them. Why they are not able to create? Where is the exactly problem? What data they entered wrongly? So everything. Okay, clear.
Okay. Clear.
But why we are understanding now? Why we are understanding this process? Because tomorrow if somebody is asking that I'm getting this problem, so we should, as a consultant, we should aware about that, how the transaction will be work and where exactly it is impacting. Okay, everything we should aware about that. That's why we are working on this one. Okay, we are practicing this one. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Our role is completely different in the real time. Our role is completely different in the real time. What we are doing, we will be doing the design phase, we are doing the configuration, we are doing some enhancement code related restrictions, okay, by using with the help of the technical team. Okay, so those we are doing, supporting to the client. Okay, only we are performing those only. We are not creating anything PRs, POs in the real time.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Now I selected this vendor, right? Now what is my next
Hello.
process? Yeah, please.
Sir, here we only compare price.
Yeah, we
There
compare.
are other different.
Yeah.
There are other different acceptance, like terms of payment, delivery dates, and all.
No, this is first time we are purchasing, right? So in the first time purchasing, okay, we majorly looking into that the price aspect. But next time when if suppose after 6 months I have multiple vendors, okay, I can see that quality parameters. There is a vendor evaluation is there. The vendor evaluation, what we can see, I can see the efficiency of the delivery, the efficiency of the quality. Okay, those parameters I can see. But after if I run the if I'm using this vendor for the certain period, only I can understand that whether he is a good vendor or bad vendor, is supplying correctly or not. Right? The initial stage, we are majorly looking into the price conditions only, majorly. Okay. And the terms of conditions, that will be the only for the payments, right? If you can able to pay immediately, or if you are paying within the 15 minutes, 15 days or 25 days, so they are giving some certain of the discounts. Okay, but that also what will be happen if you see that in the comparison level. Okay, okay, go to, I will go to for RFQs. I will go to RFQs. Okay, I will go. Okay. Okay, so here we don't have payment terms here. I didn't see that any payment terms are not there here. Okay, so generally payment terms, how it will be worked? Do anyone know about the payment terms, how it will be worked? What do you mean by payment terms?
For the material procured, we need to pay them. That
Okay.
will be on monthly basis or advance basis, like it will be there.
Yeah, somewhat it is correct. So what will be happen? The vendor is informing that, boss, okay, if you paid immediately, I can give some discount to you. Like I can give some 2%, 1% discount on you because you are paying immediately. Within the 15 days, if you are paid, then I can give some 1%, 2%. Again, within the 30 days, if you're paying, okay, okay. So like that payment terms will be the like it is between the vendor and you. Okay, he is saying that any product, might be any product or something. Okay, so if you are paid immediately the total amount, I can give it to some like cash payment, like I can give some 3% cash discount or something. Okay, or if you paid only after 45 days, then you need to pay some penalty, some kind of the terms of conditions, right? So that will be the impacting on our condition. Okay, but that will be impact only when you creating the purchase order. The purchase order you are mentioning that what is the payment terms. Okay, so that means once you create the vendor invoice, immediately do you want to pay immediately the payment to the vendor? So that terms and condition you also agreeing with the vendor. Okay, and he also agreeing that if we are paying within the 10 days, I will get some cash discount. Okay, so that is the purpose of the payments. That is completely finance related. Okay, is it clear? Okay, I will show you that also. 1 minute. So let's go to this RFQ number. What I got a RFQ number right now. So the RFQ number, which is I just entering here. So now from the RFQ number, which is all it's copied. That means material number and how much order quantity and how much price which is agreed in the quotation. All it is captured. Even I just seen that in the condition that I can see that discount percentage on net and the freight charges, how much it is there, everything it is captured. Now we are talking about payment terms, right? That payment terms is here. Okay. If you see here, there are some different payment terms are there. So you need to be pay immediately or due net. That means once it is generated the invoice, okay, you need to be pay immediately to the vendor. That means he is not giving any cash discount. He is saying that once I generate the invoice, you need to be pay immediately. Okay. And the second option, which is like within the 14 days. If you paid within the 14 days, then you will get a 3% of cash discount. Okay, when they know within the 14 days they are paying or not, once it generate the invoice after you paying the amount, then only the vendors, okay, the cash discount will be applicable and it will be said that, okay, you are paying just now, you are paying within the 14 days, that is a 3% cash discount will get. So if I just selected here, suppose let's say I'm just selecting this here, okay, within 14 days, that 3% and for 30 days, 2% like, okay, I can go to in the Incoterms, okay, I can see here. Here it's not there, but so in this pricing procedure they didn't add it, but in the normal pricing procedure, what will be happen? Okay, it will display has a cash discount separately. Cash discount it will be display. If there is a condition will be there, cash discount. So that will give only information here. Okay, but once you paid amount only, that cash discount will be reflecting, right? Why? Because how the SAP system knows about this one, within the 14 days you are paying. In the invoice, you are mentioning that when you are planning to date, the baseline date when you are planning to pay. So based on that only the system will be giving some cash discount. So cash discount will come under the after paying amount, right? Okay. So those it will be at the finance level. It is not from our side. We just adding that any payment terms conditions are there in the vendor master card. In the vendor master card, if you see that, and the purchasing data or accounting data. See here, the terms and payment is there here. Okay, either in the accounting data, payment and the accounting data and purchasing data. There it is there in the this information. Okay. So if you maintain here, directly it will come here in the PU. Okay. And this Incoterms are what do you mean by Incoterms? What do you mean by Incoterms? You are aware about this Incoterms? Incoterms are the freight related. It may be suppose okay, you need to be charged. They will be charged some cost and freight is the hours or belongs. Okay, and the saying insured freight is free. That means the vendor is giving that. Okay, the freight along with the insured insurance. They are giving freight and some freight is free. Only freight it is free. Okay, and where exactly the conditions like okay, free freight and okay, like you can mention that the Incoterms based on you and your vendor is agreed. Okay. That information you can get in the messages, output messages it will get. So again here also the same which is like output. Okay. Oh my God, somebody they changed the standard. Okay. Now I created a purchase order. Okay. So once I create a purchase order, what will be happen? It will go to the print output. Okay. So this is the output for the PO. In case any customized one, if you want to be generate, then it can be you can create your own output from the technical side, ABAP side, and they will be adding the logo and they will be adding the name of the company. They are adding to the some systematic printout output like okay. So if you see that if you go to any company, Reliance Digital company, you are buying something. So you get some invoice, right? How you will get that format? So it depends on their format, what they are using, the template. So that template, if you want to be developed, you can develop it. Okay. And here, if you see that the terms of payment also it is updated here. So the details, everything will be updated here. Okay, in the output. Okay. So this is the way we are creating the purchase order. Okay. So since I have the RFQ number, since I have the quotation number, that quotation number is already linked to purchase request number with my requirement. Okay, those purchase request numbers and RFQs, which is with reference to this, the system is captured all the information, the material and quantity, how much it is required, and what is the price which we agreed in the quotation. Okay, the delivery date, all other details which we captured. So if you see here, 110 is equal to how many pieces? 10,000 pieces is equal to 110. Okay, so the SKU is the each and the order unit is the tons. Okay, so this is the way we can create the purchase order. Any doubts here? Purchase order.
No, sir.
Okay. Now I'm just going with the simple way. Okay. So again, when we're discussing about each and every topic like purchase requisitions, what functionality it is there, purchase order, again, what functionality it is there, again, we'll discuss that one. We just going with the simple way, how we can complete the P2P cycle. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now I have the PO number. So what is the next step in the P2P cycle? Okay, you need to be monitor the P2P. So you need to be send the information to the vendor, right? So you already send the output. So if I need to be take the output for this one, okay, where I can go? I can go to ME9F. ME9F is the output determination where I can go to. I can generate the output here. Okay, so I can see that the display of material PO output, and I can generate this one, the output message. Okay, now it is generated. The message output is generated and it is going to this printer. Okay. Okay. Now if you see that, now I'm just going to this one, I'm just refreshing this one, and I can see that it is a green color. That means this printout is processed. If it is yellow color, then still it is not processed. If it is a green color, then it is processed. If it is red color, then there is some error which is not triggered properly. Again, here also we have the options like printout, fax, telex, and other things. Okay, each functionality it will be work in a different way. Okay, so if you want to be activating each functionality, again you need to be connect with the technical consultant, or you need to be connect with the basis consultant. How it will be their mapping. Okay, that based on that it will be work this output determination. Now this output determination for printout. Okay, the above is already created some. This logical destination, that is the printer devices for the testing purpose. If you see that, do not delete default print device. Okay, so SAP which is providing for the testing purpose LOCL and LP01. So because of that, I can able to see now here. Okay, but in the real time, if you are using for the fax or telex or something which is the production, they are already mapping in the SAP system, the basis consultant. So then it will be work as per their configuration from the basis level and above level. Okay, IDOC level. So this distribution and external send and okay, EDI. This will be work based on the IDOC generations and from technical program level, they will put like the mail automatically generating this to particular person. Okay, so it's again that will be the separate development from the above team. Okay, so like we can configure whatever it is required. Okay, now assume that this information they are received. Okay, now let's assume that if you already received the confirmation, you can mention here the acknowledgement. Okay, and you can have the order acknowledgement number. If they are sending the order acknowledgement number, you can update that. Okay, and this is for the confirmations. Okay, is some confirmation in nothing but like if I receive some confirmation, suppose tomorrow if you are receiving this quote, this is the inbound number, and this is the notification number, and this is the details of the stock. When you are getting all these details, then you can maintain this confirmation, and there you can maintain the all the details. Okay, you got this one. Go to this one. If I selected the confirmation, okay, and just enter, and the system will expecting that, okay, when you will get the stock. So when the shipping notification, when it will be generated, acknowledgement when it is generated, the dates and how much quantity they acknowledge, okay, and is there any reference number which is there? That means any shipment number or something which is there provided. All this information you can enter. Okay. So if you have created this option, okay, then you should go with the inbound delivery process. Okay. If you have not selected this one, then you can directly do the GR. Okay. So we'll discuss this point when we are talking about inbound delivery process. Okay. Now I'm just received the PO. Okay. I'm just assuming that we are receiving the stock. Okay. Then I'll be going to the next process, which is after creating the PO. So PO creation, what is the transaction code? ME21N. Okay. Now assume that we are receiving the stock. So MIGO is the code system transaction code, MIGO, or you can perform this in the MB1C also. This is the old transaction code, and this is the new transaction code. Okay. So this is MIGO is enjoy transaction. Why we are calling enjoy transaction? Within one screen, I can perform the goods receipt, goods issue, everything I can do in the one single screen, MIGO. But if you go to MB1C, I can perform only goods receipt. Okay, if I want to do transfer posting, I cannot do. Only for the goods receipt I can do. Okay, so like different this is the old transaction. Now we are using MIGO transaction. Okay, now go to MIGO. And select that goods receipt and enter the purchase order number. If you have a purchase order number, you can enter the purchase order number. Okay, execute. So from the purchase order, I will get that, okay, how much you ordered. Suppose I just ordered 110, right? So I received 110. Suppose I didn't receive the 110. Okay, then I will be informed that, okay, I didn't receive this 110. Okay, if suppose I just ordered 10 tons, I received only 5 tons, that is called partially received. Okay, so partially goods receipt or fully goods receipt. In case if it is a 10 tons are there, okay, 10 tons we ordered, only we received 5 tons, then that is the partially received. Okay, if I received fully quantity, that is a fully completed. Okay, and I can see that where you what is the location it is, which plant and which location you want to be captured, and who is the goods recipient. Okay, suppose Raju is a goods recipient, and the partner number information, who is the partner, and the purchase order number. Okay, and other details, which is the material number and material group, all this information is there. Okay, now if you have any delivery note number from the vendor, suppose they are sending that on some bill of lading number, a slip number, okay, some other text details, or some LR number. So those information you can put it here. Okay, so this is for the reference purpose. Tomorrow, if you want to check that, okay, this LR number, what are the goods we received, we can check from the delivery note. Okay. Now click on check. Okay. Now, okay, I'm just checking that all the items whether I received or not. I'm just validating the stock. Okay, everything which I received, then I can put the. Okay, I'm okay with the stock. I'm receiving the stock. Then I can post the documents. So this is the automatic account determination. Since we have created our own customized rate, so some of the GL accounts from the financial we need to be mapped. Okay, so INT. So BS6 INT. So where is the BS6? It is go to BS6 and chart of account is INT, and our election class is VSC1. So blank, it is VSC1. Okay. Now I'm just checking that again. So check and post. Now it will be get some other which is like the number ranges which is not maintained at the finance level. So go to FBN1. Okay. Now what is the company code? ZABC. Default ZABC. Okay, I need to be maintain the number ranges. To post the accounting data, and it will maintain the number ranges accounting document number. So let me check this, copy this one. Let me check that. Why? Because it will be a duplicate. Why? Because they maintain at double nine, right? So it is for the everyone. So I'm just maintaining this one for the this number series. Now I'm just changing this one. Come down for 5. I'm just changing till it is a 001. But because it is a duplicate, so I just need to be changed this one. Okay. So interval I just need to be changed first, and I just need to be changed. Okay, I will go again. First, I will need to be change the number range in the down. So overlapping the number range because it is already there for a 05. So I'm just changing this overlapping number range. I'm just updating like first I'm saving this one. Then I will be maintaining my sequence. So this is a practice hour, right? So many people they are changing their settings, configuration settings. So sometimes we will be facing the issues. So you need to be sorted out if it is coming from a finance side or something. Okay. Now I just maintain the number range for this 5. Now just let me check that again whether I can get any errors or not. Okay. If I'm not getting any errors, then it will be post successfully. Okay. So now whatever I did, okay, see now whatever I did, which is like OBYC settings or number ranges, that the consultant will do. Okay. If suppose I'm end user, I'm doing something, so suddenly I got some error message. So what will be happen? Okay, immediately I'm just changing that. Okay, I'm just informing to the consultant, boss, I'm getting this error. Then what he will do? He will be checking that okay, this is the problem you are facing. Okay, let me correct this one in the configuration level. Then they will be maintaining that configuration. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now goods receipt is completed. We received the stock. So where I can see the stock, whether I received or not. Okay, I can go to MMBE. This is the transaction code MMBE to see the stock. And what is the material number? Where is my material number? Okay. Let me check my material number first. Okay. So what is the plant we have? The plan number is ZAB1. Okay, so this is the material number. Now, which plant? So whether I have this is the plant, okay, and which location you are receiving stock? ABC1 location, or raw material location. Okay, then I'm just executing this one. Let me check that whether stock is received or not. Right, we have received 10,000 eaches. This is in the eaches, right? So 1 ton we received, right? So it is showing in the base unit of measure. Okay, if you want to see it in the tons, okay, you can okay, I can see that in the now tons also 1 ton, which is 1 ton we received. Okay, so if you want to see in the each like you can see that each also. Okay, so just click on this one, then it will be refreshed and it will be show in the eaches. So you can however you want to be see that you can see in the stock levels in the different measurement. Now I receive the stock. So now what we need to do? I need to be perform the invoice. So the step is vendor invoice, right? So MIRO. Right. So how many you know about this P2P cycle? We discussed so many times this P2P cycle. Okay, just refer the whole recording sections. P2P cycle, the steps like purchase request number, RFQ, quotation, price code, comparison, PO creation, goods receipt, invoice. The final stage is the invoice after that payment. Right. So the transaction code is MIRO. MIRO is the transaction code. So you need to go to MIRO. And when you want to be perform this invoice date, you need to be enter the invoice date and posting date. Okay, and you need to be enter the PO number. Okay, whatever the PO number which is there. What is the PO number which we receive? So this is the PO number, right? So I'm just PO number. I'm just validating that. Okay, for this PO, I'm receiving the invoice. So I'm just validating that. Okay. Okay. So the some number ranges which is missing. Okay, let's see what number ranges is missing. FPN1. Let's go to FPN1. So these are the configuration related. These are the number ranges and all it is the configuration master data, something which is relevant. Okay. So since our company is a new company, right? So initial will get the all these missing relevant. So you need to be maintained that for every year the number ranges. So what is the number which is the number range 75. So 75 it is missing in the 2022. So where is the 75? It is there only 53. Okay, 75. Okay, let me copy something here. Clicking on interval. I'm entering that 75. Can you go on mute, guys? Can you go on mute? Interval is already there. Really, can you go on mute, Srini? There's so much difference it is there. Okay, so it's overlapping. First, I need to check that what are the free intervals it is there. Okay, so what I can see here now. First, I need to check that what is the free intervals it is available, or I have to check that what number ranges it is there. Okay, so what I can do, I can go to SC69. Okay, and stand table level, I will just check that. NRIB is the table for this number ranges, and here the 2022 which is there. So let me check this one. '99, '98. Let's see 97 we can assign or not. So go to this one. Now number series which I'm assigning this one 2022 and 97,000. Let's see 90,000, 97,000 will be work or not. Okay, so it will be work. Okay. Now I'm just going to again. I'm just doing again MIRO. Okay, I'm just entering all the details again. So the reference number, whatever it is there in maybe vendor invoice number or something, whatever it is there, you can enter that invoice number here for reference purpose only. Okay, and now the tax codes. Okay, so again the tax codes are not there. Okay, so now I receive 110. So as per the my PO, it is 98,000 rupees. So whether this value is correct or not, we need to verify that based on the PO, and whether you received a goods receipt exactly 1 ton you received or not, that also you need to be checked in the your history. So in the purchase order history, it is already posted one quantity, 1 ton you already received, the delivery quantity which you already received. So I'm just validating both. Okay, now it's good. I'm good with this one. Okay, so I'm just validating all the details. Okay. Now I'm just what are the amount and tax value, everything which we are calculating. Okay. Then I will be entering the price. What is the price I need to be? It is there in invoice. That invoice amount we are entering. Okay. Then we just clicking on the simulate button. Okay. And if there is any error message is there, you need to be validated. So now I need to be pay amount which is 98,000 rupees to vendor. Okay. And this is the GRIR processing because we already received a GR, but still invoice not cleared. That's why it is in the GRIR clearing account. Now, once it is posted, this will be cleared, and the amount we need to pay to the vendor to 98,000. Once the finance team is paid this amount, then it is also nullified from the my bank account. That 98,000 rupees will be gone. Okay, it will go to the vendor. So, like we need to post the invoices. Okay. So again, we are getting some error message here. Okay. Again, we need to check that. Okay. These account determination T030. Again, we need to be validate all these finance related postings since it is our customized one, right? So I need to be check that where it is missing, what are the it is missing, all this configuration finance side. We need to cross check that. So in INT, what are there? It is there. INT and JIC. What is the JIC? JIC. So V0, V1, V0, Vivo is there, but we don't have AM. So let's see V0. We'll put V0, and I will be changing this to V0. Now this V0 is calculating some value. 98,980 rupees with the tax. Tax value is 980. Then it is coming green. Okay. So now I can post the value. Okay. So again, we are getting some error message, which is like maybe try the method which is payment key is not defined for the in country. So there are so many finance related configuration will come because we just create our own company, right? So we need to be rectify all these things. Okay. Okay. So once it is posted, the invoice will be posted, and the finally it will be go to the financial team. The finance team will be posted. So they have only options like check and other options. So let me post again. Now it's posted. So the invoice is posted now. Okay. And I can see this invoice which is posted, and I can see the following document. The following documents, I can see that the accounting financial level accounting data. Okay. So there is a comparison of the goods receipt and invoice. There is a tax value which is added that is going to inventory account. So now we are paying amount to the vendor along with the tax, that is 98,090 rupees. And GR level also you can check this entry or what is the amount which is updated in the stock level. Okay, just go to GR level, GR document. I can go to document info. You can see here FI document. In the while receiving the stock movement. Okay, so this 98,098 rupees which is added to raw materials. Okay, that means stock value which is added to our inventory. So now if you see that last time when we created material master record, I didn't enter the price. Okay, now this price will be updated in the accounting data because I got the stock with the value. So now I received at 98,980 rupees, and this is 10,000 stock. Averagely, the price is 9 rupees 90 paisa. Okay, 990. Okay, it's like okay. So this is the way the moving average price will be updated. In case if you maintain standard prices, okay, that means this constant value that entire all the across the all the configuration, all the stock movements, it will be updated with the standard price only. If you are not updated standard price, if you maintain the zero for moving average, whatever the price value you are capturing in the PO, based on that, what is the stock amount you are receiving, stock value you are receiving, averagely it is cross-checking that, and it will be updated as total stock and total value. Then it is taking the average value of this. Okay, suppose today I have received with 100 quantity with 1000 rupees. Tomorrow I have received with 50 quantity with 1000 rupees. Okay, then how the system will be validated? Total stock, how much total stock? 100 rupees, 100 plus 50. It is like 150. Okay, now total value of the stock is equal to 1000 rupees plus 1000 rupees. That is equal to 2000 rupees. Now my average moving up, my average price is 2000 rupees by 150. So this is my average price. Okay, so whenever the stock is adding, whenever the stock value is changing, okay, it will be averagely it is taking that and entire total stock by entire total value. How much the stock value which you are buying from the vendor, the entire total stock value by entire total stock. So that is the average stock. Okay, clear? Here if you see that it is averagely, if you see that here, it's mostly of 13.5 something it will come averagely, right? Okay, so 130.5 or something it will come. Okay, so you can use the calculator. Divided by 150 quantity. So the averagely the price of the is 113.3. Okay. So averagely this is a 13 point. Now the price will be currently it is 9.9 rupees, but tomorrow if there is a price is change, the total stock value is change when we receiving next stock level, then averagely it is taking the total stock by total value. Okay, so then once the invoice is completed, what they will do, they will be paid the amount to the vendor by using the post incoming payments. Okay, post outgoing payments. So it will be they're paying that when the down payments are, they will be paid something from the their end. Okay, post outgoing payments. So they will be pay from the financial side. They will be paid the amount to the vendor. Okay, so then they can see that what is the FBL1 and this is the transaction code from the finance side. They can see that what is the open. Okay, this is the amount I need to pay. So still it is not paid. Once it is paid, okay, then it will become as a green color. Okay, if you already paid, then it will become as a green color. If you're still not paid, then still I need to pay some amount. If there is some vendor returns or the stock is returned back, then this negative again it will be add some proper positive, then the value will be reduced. Okay, so that will be taken care by finance team. Don't worry about this one. This is for the just how we can look into the open items, open payments. Okay, and they will be processed this in the FTS 53. Okay, so there is so many processes are there. They can go automatic payments also. F110, they can pay automatic payment transaction. Okay, they will be running the run date and they will be process the automatic payment. So that depends on the process how they are following in the your client side, the payments and all. So this is finance related. We don't need to be bothered about this one. Okay, our job is only till MIRO. Okay, you need to be understand till MIRO and MIGO. Okay, clear? Invoice posting. Any question here?